Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I will literally never get used to saying that. It weirds me out every single freaking time. So, in today's video, I am filming a stripper Q&A. I don't even know what to call it. You guys really have been requesting this. I always get so many freaking questions from you guys, especially from my first video that I ever posted in November, I think it was. I compiled all of those questions, screenshotted all of them. I also in November had posted a community post. Excuse me, Josh. So in November, when I had uploaded my very first video, how I became a stripper, I had posted a community tab and was, Harley looks so cute right now. I can't. I'm getting distracted with my cats because they're perfect. Okay. I posted a community tab and it was leave me questions for a stripper Q&A, just anything you guys really want to know what it's like in a strip club as a dancer. So I screenshotted everything from that community post also, and I've just collected all the screenshots of all your guys' questions and I'm going to be putting them into this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. There's my Rara. Hi baby. He said, bitch, put me down. We had to get Harley shaved. Look at his little tail. Because he's part Maine Coon. So he gets during the winter and when we're about to go into summer, when he's shedding, he gets really bad dreadlocks and he doesn't let us brush him. So we have to get him the lion cut. I'm sweating. Okay, hold on. So hot in this hoodie. Okay, so I am just gonna start from the top. So the first question is, how did you get hired on the spot if you have no pole training experience? How do you perform then? In my very first video, I'd explained that the manager at the first club that I started working at, which is my home club, I feel it's what people call it, their first club. So I'd explained that I had gotten hired on the spot, how I just showed up with my friend one day and the manager was are you girls here to audition? And we were yeah, and he was you're hired, and we were what? How did you get hired on the spot if you have no pole experience? So I kind of had pole experience because I had known that I wanted to try out dancing, see if it was for me, because it's definitely not for everyone that tries it. Some people will try it and just be this ain't it for me, and it's totally understandable. I completely get why it's not for some people when they try it. Before I had gone, I had taken some pole classes at a pole fitness studio. I kind of had some pole experience, but when we first started, our manager didn't make us go on stage for our first few nights working, and so the first few times we worked, we didn't have to go on stage, and then for the next few times we worked after that, he let us go on together. He didn't make us go on stage, and then when we did start going on stage, he let us go on together until eventually we were comfortable enough to go on by ourselves. He was really understanding about it, which was cool. I don't know if every club's like that. I know some clubs, if it's a big enough club, you can pay to work off stage, so you don't even have to go on stage. But you don't really have to know pole in the beginning. You really don't. Some girls literally just roll around and still look hot and still look sexy and still make money. If you have a presence, a stage presence, and you're confident, you don't really need to know pole that much. Next question, what do you do there? Stage, private rooms, floor? I do all of it. What's the most you've made in one night and what's the least you've made in one night? So I'm not gonna give specifics. I get nervous talking about money, I really do. I get kind of nervous. So the most I've made in one night was Super Bowl weekend in Vegas, a little under 3,000. That's the most I've made in one night, but obviously that was Super Bowl weekend, so it was poppin'. And then the least I've made in one night is, there's definitely been some nights where, okay, not in Vegas, but at my home club, there's definitely been some nights, because it's winter's the off season, but the least I made in one night is I've only broken even with my buy-in. I paid my buy-in and I literally only broke even, which is I made my buy-in back and that's it. That's how it is sometimes. That's really how it is sometimes. You never fully 100% know what the F you're gonna get when you walk into the club. Next question, do your parents and siblings know, and if so, how do they feel about it? I'm sure all my family knows. I've talked to my mom about it a few times and she just genuinely asks questions and is curious, and I tell her each weekend when I'm going to Vegas and whatnot. She says it herself, you're gonna do what the hell you're gonna do, whatever you wanna do. You're 21, you're an adult. I don't dictate your life. You're gonna do what you wanna do no matter what. And then obviously my sisters know because I post about it on social media. And then one of my sisters, like my older sister, we talk about it. She sends me memes and like stripper memes. It's something like everyone knows, like I don't hide it. I'm not ashamed of it. My family is pretty open-minded and accepting, which I feel really blessed and lucky. And like I fully am aware that not everyone's parents are as open-minded and accepting. Next question, were the other girls welcoming in the beginning or did you need to earn their respect? First of all, I'm sorry, I don't have to earn anyone's respect. I don't have to prove myself to anyone because I know who the fuck I am. That thought of like, I have to earn these other girls' respect never crossed my mind. If anything, me and my friends stick to ourselves pretty much. So I don't really give a fuck about the other girls. I'm nice, I'm cordial. There's definitely girls in the club that like, you know, like I click with way more than some of the other girls where like we definitely like, oh my god, am I like allowed to say this? Like we'll tag team, like we for sure team up together. And then what was the other question? Were the other girls welcoming in the beginning? I wouldn't necessarily say like welcoming, like open arms, hi. It's not like they were mean or rude or like went out of their way to be rude. Like it was, everyone's pretty much cordial, respectful. How was your first night? So first night actually was not bad at all. I watched so many YouTube videos, so I kind of like knew what to expect. Like it honestly was like pretty much what I expected. So I started over summer last year, which is like poppin'. I left with like 400, but I definitely could have like left with more if I like had tried harder. But I definitely was like, it's my first night. I did a lot of like observing, watching, sitting in the chairs, just like taking it all in because it's like, it can be like a lot to grasp and take in. Also, when I started over summer, that was when in my city, when under 21-year-old girls were still allowed to work. So it was a bunch of like 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds. Love those girls. But then in October, because I was still 20, but then in October, in my city like passed this law that under 21-year-olds it's now illegal for them to work at the club because everyone was like around my age, like 19, 20. Obviously like there was older girls. Those girls were like the fun, like welcoming, like I see you, you see me, we see each other. Next question, how many nights do you work? So obviously everything's closed right now because of Miss Rona, but usually weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What I work, or like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Next question is, did you know that stripping was going to be a part of your life someday? Ever since I was a kid, I've always just been really interested in like the adult industry in general, and like, oh my god, had an insane obsession with Anna Nicole Smith. If anyone knows her story, she started out as a stripper, and like I've always just been like obsessed with Playboy. Oh, just that world has always interested me. Did I answer that question good? I don't know. Next question, where do you stay when you're out working in Vegas? We usually stay just on the strip and like casinos. Next question, what is a house mom? A house mom is a cute little old lady. Well, at the clubs I've worked at, it's usually like a cute little old lady in her 50s and 60s. That is like literally supposed to be like your second mom for the night. She has anything and everything you could possibly imagine. Like literally has everything stocked to a goddamn T. Literally food, gum, water, straighteners, curling irons, hairspray, toothbrushes, toothpaste, like the like individually like unopened ones. Like she, oh my god, like has anything and everything, and she's always there to like talk to if you have like a bad night, you're upset. Like they're usually just like, well, at the clubs I've worked at, they're usually these little cute little old ladies, and you're like, what are you doing in a strip club? They just take care of you. They work in the locker rooms. In Vegas, like each women's bathroom has its own personal house mom. I've never met a mean, bad, vibes off house mom. I haven't. I really haven't. Okay, next question. What's the vibe like in general amongst all of the dancers? Are the girls competitive with each other? In Vegas, I do not talk to the other girls. Okay, I talk to like maybe like 3 or 4, but in Vegas there's hundreds of dancers. Like I'm not kidding. I just like don't pay attention to the other girls. Like I really don't. I just literally stay in my lane. I stay in my bubble. I don't pay attention to the other girls. I don't even know their names. Like I swear to god I don't. I keep to myself. I would not say it's catty. I would not say it's competitive. Everyone's just there to make their money and go. And then at my home club, I'm cool with all the girls in my home club because we all know each other. Like I know all their names, like we talk and stuff each night. I don't feel like there's competition for me personally. Okay, so last question is, what is a buy-in? So buy-ins are what you pay to be able to work each night. If you want to go out onto the floor, you have to check in and you have to pay the club a specific amount of money. So at my home club, I also have to tip out the house mom, the DJs, the security guys. Like, you have to tip out everyone because they're there too, helping you and helping you be safe and all that stuff and taking care of you. In Vegas, we don't really tip out because it is so big. You tip out the guys, like, they're called the hosts of like the private rooms and whatnot, the private booths. You tip out the hosts that are like running the booths. So each time, like, you would do, like, let's say you get like an hour, you tip out the host then, because he'd be like the only one that like had helped you that night. But other than that, like, let's say you don't really do any rooms or something that night, then you don't tip anyone out. That's pretty much what you pay each night. You pay a buy-in and you tip out. So you guys, that is the end of the Q&A. If you want me to do a part 2, let me know down below. Leave me questions down below for a part 2. I feel like on this video, I kind of answered questions on my personal experience. I hope I answered everything well enough to y'all's liking. Oh my god, okay, I am literally overheating right now in this hoodie. I can like barely even think. Am I sweating? Okay, no, I'm not sweating through, thank god. I'm like also kind of borderline losing my mind from this quarantine and not being able to like leave my house, which I'm sure everyone is. Like, I know I'm not special in that feeling, but like, oh my god, I am just going stir crazy. Like, I really am. I'm like trying not to faint right now. Holy shit. Oh my god, I like borderline feel like I'm gonna faint. Okay. Oh my god, I should like literally take this hoodie off. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Don't forget to leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. What else could you do? You could follow my social media. You could follow my Instagram. You can follow my Twitter, all that stuff. It is down below in the description box. I have everything linked. And I will see you guys in my next video. And I love you all so much. Bye.
I'm all of the numbers. Kissing and hugging and fucking and coming like I just came up out of slumber. Honey, yeah, that's how long I'ma be on